Hi friends, and welcome to Move with Katie. Today you might want to grab a strap or maybe some blocks, anything that you feel might assist you in your practice. We will start off with a strap, so definitely grab hold of one of those or a towel. And we will be doing some fun, funky transitions, moving through a fun flow and opening up through the shoulders and the hips. So let's get started by sitting in the middle of your mats. I'm going to pull my strap a little closer. And we'll drop in doing a little bit of a meditation, just like we always do. So settle down the hips, settle down the eyes. Maybe roll the shoulders up to the ears and then shrug them down the back body, letting the collarbones be broad. And maybe the palms face up on the knees, opening to experience. Or maybe the palms are down, grounding in the present moment. And then fill the lungs entirely. Feel every sensation as the lungs fill like a wave. And gently let the exhale go. Same rhythm, no force. Just arriving here on your mat. Soften the muscles of the face, anywhere you might be gripping, in the hips, in the belly. And just allow yourself to exist in this moment. That's it. It's pretty easy and so hard to remember. That's why we practice here on our mats, remembering that the only thing that we need to do is be present with whatever and whomever and however things are. Let's take one big inhale all together, filling the nose. And as you exhale, maybe palms come to touch at heart center. And just take a moment, ground in an intention for your practice. Rooting into what it is that you are needing. Listening and offering that to yourself. Maybe what you're needing is something that you want to give or want to be able to give. It's the intention we'll live into on this mat that you take with you beyond our time together. Your next exhale, let's flutter the eyes open, interlace the fingers, and we'll begin to just roll out the wrists. Nice and gentle, no force here. Rolling out the wrists one direction, and then the other. And then let's take the arms and let's open them nice and wide. Send the fingertips long, and then exhale them behind the body, interlace the fingers. And we're going to take the knuckles to one side. Drop the head to the opposite shoulder, drop the ear to the opposite shoulder. And we'll just take a gentle sawing motion of the neck here. Doing a little nerve flossing, a little waking of the neck. You only want to feel, when we're working with nerves, like 30%. So don't push it. Just wake it up. And then let's switch sides. We'll take the knuckles to the opposite hip, drop the ear to the opposite shoulder, and take those gentle saws with the nose, 45-degree angle or so. Nice work. And then let's take the knuckles and shoot them down towards the ground and roll the shoulders back together. Lift the heart, pull the rib cage in and up. Nice opening of the shoulders here. The knuckles might press into the floor. Maybe it's just imaginary. Find what feels good in your body. Inhale. And as you exhale, lean your weight slightly forward, undo the interlace of the fingers, and we're going to bring the hands around so that they cup the knees. Exhale, roll through the spine, round the back body, press the back of the heart towards the wall or window or space behind you. Inhale, let's drop the belly, roll the shoulders back. Maybe you bend the elbows and look up, little cow belly. We'll take a couple more of those, rounding the shoulders. Exhale, belly button back. And inhale, little cat, cow motion. follow your own breath here. And maybe if it feels good, you start to take some circles with the rib cage. One direction, backward, the other side, then forward. Exhaling as you press back. Inhaling as you drop the belly, or maybe you stay with that more static cat-cow. We're just warming up the body here. If you've taken circles, let's switch the direction of them. Connect with the breath. Notice what happens to the hips on the floor. And then let's find a little bit of stillness. Nice long vertical spine. And we'll grab hold of our strap. And we're going to take our strap and we're going to stretch it out as far as feels good. And then we'll inhale, lift the strap up and over, and we're going to circle it all the way down and behind us. So if you need to move your fingers out, move them out so that this is a comfortable motion. And we're trying to warm up the shoulders here by reaching the hands apart from each other and getting that nice shoulder girdle lubrication in that joint. If it's feeling too easy, you can always slide your hands a little closer together, and that'll give you a much deeper stretch. Just a little goes a long way. Try to keep the spine nice and long, core engaged. Let the neck be nice and neutral so we're not hunching the neck to try to get underneath the strap. Nope, this is a shoulder motion. Nice work. Let's do a couple more. And then from here, we'll inhale, and the top hand can keep hold of the strap, and we're going to bend the right elbow, and plant the finger blades behind the fingertips. The left hand can let go of the strap, and we'll scoop the left hand up and under, and maybe the fingertips come to bind and you can drop the strap entirely, or maybe not, and you use the strap to pull the fingers together, getting a nice opening here. And again, keep the chin nice and lifted. We're not looking up, but we're nice neutral neck. Inhaling here, and then as you exhale, maybe finding a little bit deeper rotation in that left shoulder, that lowered shoulder. Maybe finding a little more length and height with the right elbow. As you inhale, fill the lungs, and as you exhale, maybe we bow the heart forward, lengthening from tailbone. Maybe not. Maybe this is intense and you don't like it, and that's okay. But maybe you love it. Try it out. So inhale back through center. And we'll take that strap, and if you've got it, and if you liked it on the other side, then you'll grab hold with the left hand, and as we drop the left hand behind the shoulder blades, the right hand will circle, flipping palm away from you, then reaching up towards left fingertips, or maybe towards that strap. Grabbing hold. Inhale here, nice long spine, strong core, rib cage knits together. Take a few breaths, get settled, see if you can deepen the posture in any way. And then with your next exhale, if it felt good before, maybe we lean forward. Long through the crown of the head. And then exhale, rise all the way back up. And then we'll take the strap and we'll move it out of our way. You're always welcome to use it for whatever feels right. And we'll flip over to a tabletop position. In that tabletop position, we'll just gently warm the wrists, rocking side to side, fingers point towards the long end of the mat. A little bit of rock back and forth. And then we'll point the fingertips back towards the knees and gently peel the heels of the palms off the floor, coming all the way back, sitting. And inhale, reach the arms up high overhead. Exhale, cactus out the arms, lift the heart. Nice work. Inhale, vertical spine, palms touch overhead. And as you exhale, back to a tabletop position. From here, inhale, let's lift the right leg. And as we exhale, we're going to bend it out to the side like a fire hydrant pose. Flex into the foot and then kick the right foot out. And then pull the right foot back towards heel. Kick it out. Pull it back towards glutes. Kick it out. Pull the heel in. 2 more. Kick it and pull it. And kick it and pull it. It's kind of like a bop it. Kick out, and this time point through the toes, and we're going to rainbow the toes up and all the way over to the left side of the mat, tapping them down on the left side. Inhale, let's rainbow up and over, starting to warm up the hip joint here. Inhale, rainbowing to the opposite side, and all the way up and over to the right. Tap the toes down. 2 more. Tap the toes to the left. And then tap the toes to the right. And this time we're going to keep the toes lowered, send the hips back. So we're in a child's pose, but with one leg nice and extended. Maybe you walk the hands further out. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, we'll roll all the way forward so that our hips come down, bend into the right knee, and we'll have this funky half frog, arms straight pose here. It's our frog seal pose. Seal frog. Inhale. And as you exhale, just settle the hips down into the floor. Maybe you engage the glutes. Nice big hip opener. Inhale here. And as you exhale, let's straighten through the right leg. Bend the elbows and lower the chest towards floor. So now you've got a fun, funky leg to the right side, and we're going to pull the left heel in towards glute and reach back and get a nice quad stretch there. Maybe you inhale, lift the chest slightly. Nothing too intense yet. And inhale here. As you exhale, release that back foot, press into the palms, and we'll send it all the way back, landing in that extended leg, child's pose. Next breath, we'll exhale, come forward, up into a tabletop position. Slide the right knee back next to the left. Inhale, lift the left leg. As you exhale, let's bend it out to the side, fire hydrant, flex the heel. And then kick the foot out to the left. Pull the heel in towards glute. Kick it and bend it. And kick it and bop it. Kick it, you got it, and bend it. Kick it and bend it. 2 more, kick and bend, and kick, and bend. And then we'll kick it all the way out and then tap the toes down to the floor. As you inhale, we're gonna rainbow those toes all the way up and over, tapping to the right side of the mat. Inhale, rainbow, up and over, back to the left. Let's keep going. Up and over, tap it to the right. Up and over, tap it to the left. Up and over, tap it right. And inhale, tap it left. Last time to the right. And then as you inhale up and over, tap it to the left, and we'll send the hips back, walk the hands forward, that extended leg child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Next inhale, we'll pull the heart forward and let the hips come down, bending into the left knee and setting it off to the side. So we're in that frog seal pose. Inhale, lengthen the heart and press the hips down into the floor. Then let's kick the left leg nice and long, bend into the elbows and lower heart all the way towards floor. Pull the right heel in towards glute and reach the right hand around. Give that quad a nice big stretch. Shoulders might roll onto the back body. Maybe inhale, lifts the chest just slightly. Nothing too big yet. No big back bends. Just mostly stretching that quad. Feels good, right? I hope so. That's the whole point. And then gently release the foot, press into the palms. I will send it all the way back to that extended leg child's pose. Take a breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's roll it forward, sliding the left in, knee in, tabletop position. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, maybe make it funky. Maybe take some ribcage circles. Exhaling, puffing up back of heart. Maybe bend side to side. Take a little wiggle motions that feel good to you here. And then let's tuck under the toes and send the hips high. Downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Inhale here. And as you exhale, find a moment of stillness. Press the floor away. Lift the tailbone high. Tuck the chin in towards chest. And then look forward, and we'll step, hop, float, tiptoe to the front of the mat, meeting in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms raise up overhead, come to touch, look up. Exhale, hands through heart center. A couple rounds of sun salutation, build some heat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms and step or hop it back through high plank, lowering chaturanga. And inhale, lift the heart, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, hips pull back, downward facing dog. 2 deep cycles of breath. Don't rush. Be here. Be grounded in this moment. Next, exhale carries you to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, palms touch overhead, look up. Exhale, hands heart center. And right away, inhale, circle arms up and around. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back, high plank, lowering through your Vinyasa. Inhale, lifting the chest, and exhaling, sending back, downward facing dog. 2 cycles of breath. We'll keep that heat going. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up and overhead, palms touch. Exhale, scoop it down right away, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, hop back, flow through your Vinyasa, chaturanga, upward facing, and exhaling, downward facing dog. Good work. Take 3 cycles of breath. Then as you inhale, let's look forward, and as you exhale, come onto the toes, and then let the knees drop to the floor, keeping the toes tucked. So we're in a tabletop position. We're gonna inhale, reach the right toes high. And as you exhale, kick the leg off to the right side. Tap the toes down. 1 round, inhale, rainbow, all the way up and over. Tap the left toes, but this time, bend into the right leg, and we're gonna sit back in between the feet into those cow face legs, knees stack. Inhale, maybe you grab hold of ankles or shins, and we lengthen through the spine. Inhaling here, and exhaling to settle. Then planting the right palm next to the right hip, we're gonna come onto that left foot. So spinning towards the back of the mat and onto the knee of the right leg. So we're in this funky little position here. Inhale here, bring both hands to the inside of the left foot. And then as you exhale, tuck onto the back toes, and we're gonna straighten both legs, pyramid pose. Pull the left hip back, send the right hip forward. And then exhale, lower forehead towards knee. Maybe it gets there, maybe not. Maybe this is when you use some blocks to bring the floor a little closer to your body. Inhale, let's rock our weight forward onto the left foot. Bend into the knee, lift the right toes up and off the floor. Into warrior 3. Hands might come to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, tap the right knee to the left calf, Shiva squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen. And this time as you exhale, we're gonna tap the right knee down next to the left ankle and then settle onto the right hip. Cross the right elbow over the left knee. So we're in a twist. Inhale here. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Next breath, we'll look forward and we'll reach our hands forward and we'll come back onto that left foot, come up into a Shiva squat, hands reach in front of us this time, and then 3-legged warrior. Warrior 3? Yeah, only 1-legged. And then as you exhale, plant the left toes down and we'll open up into a warrior 2. Good work. Inhale here. Exhale, shift the weight towards center, turn the toes slightly out, and we'll settle into a goddess squat. Hands can come to touch at heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, pivot on the left foot and drop the knee in towards center, tap it down. Inhale, back through goddess. Exhale, tap the right knee. pivoting on the right foot. Exhale, goddess. Couple more. Pivot on the left, tap the knee. Nice quad work here. Then pivot on the right, tap the knee, back to goddess. And then we'll open up once more, back to that warrior two. Exhale, place the left hand on the inside of the left foot and reach the right fingertips high. Inhale here. Exhale, drop right hand behind the body and see if we can shimmy the shoulder underneath and find the bind behind the back body. We'll hold here for just a moment. Next, exhale, straighten through the front leg. Keep that bind and bend the back leg. It's a real fun, funky pose here. Then exhale, let's undo the bind and we'll reach the hands 45-degree angle off to the side, melt the heart. Inhale here. Exhale to stay. Walk the hands all the way towards the short side of the mat and frame out the left foot and kick the toes high, three-legged dog. Inhale here. Exhale, heart forward. Let's move through a vinyasa. Maybe you keep that leg lifted until you inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhaling, downward facing dog. Take a couple cycles of breath. Next, exhale, we'll look forward and we'll lower the knees to the floor, keeping the toes tucked. Inhale, let's lift the left leg this time. And then as you exhale, bend the leg off to the side. Kick it off to the left and then tap the toes down. Inhale, lift the toes all the way up and over to the right, just one time. And then bend into the left knee and we'll sit back between the hips in that cow face pose. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale to stay. Next breath, we're going to take our left hand to the outside of the left hip and we're going to come onto that right foot. So we're going to spin all the way around, coming onto the knee of the left leg and the right foot is bent and that left hand is planted. Good work. From here, we will take a breath, as always, and then lift up into a warrior three. Extending left leg long behind you, knitting the rib cage in. Exhale, bend the knee and tap Shiva squat. Inhale, lengthen the left leg. Exhale, bend and tap. Inhale, lengthen. And this time as we bend and tap, let's set the left shin down to the outside of the right foot and we'll scoop the left elbow to the outside of right leg, finding a twist. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist a little deeper. From here, inhale, gazes forward, and as you exhale, reach the hands forward, and we'll rock back onto that right foot, extending left leg long, reaching the arms out long in front of us. And then as you exhale, gently setting the left toes down, and we'll open up into a warrior two. Good work. Inhale, lengthen through the fingertips. And as you exhale, let's settle into a goddess squat. Good work. And we'll take those taps, pivoting on right foot, tapping the right knee down. Inhale, goddess. Pivoting left knee down, and then back to goddess. Pivoting right knee down, and then back to goddess. Last time with that left knee, pivoting back to goddess, and then we'll open back up, right knee bends, warrior two. Exhale, plant the right palm on the inside of the foot, reach the left fingertips high. Then from here, we'll drop the left hand behind back body, and we'll see if we can shimmy the right shoulder underneath the knee and interlace the fingers behind the back body. So we've taken a bind here, using all that good shoulder opening that we did at the beginning of our practice. Inhale. And then as you exhale, undo the bind and walk the hands out 45 degrees. Let the heart melt. Inhale here. Exhale to melt a little lower. Then walking hands to frame out the right foot, pivot onto the back foot and scoop the right leg high. Three-legged dog. Exhale, move through your vinyasa, maybe keeping that back leg lifted, bending elbows through chaturanga. Inhaling to lift the heart. And exhaling, downward facing. We'll take that same, but a little different. Then inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower the knees to the floor. Inhale, lengthen the right leg behind you. And as you exhale, kick it off to the right side. We'll tap the toes down to the right and then inhale, rainbow all the way up and over. Settling them to the left, bending into the knee and sitting back into that cow face pose. Stay here for a moment and we'll take some eagle arms. So crossing eagle, right arm over left, and then reaching fingertips for the sky, wrapping the fingertips around wrists. Send the triangle between your chest and your elbows away from you, opening up the backs of the shoulder blades. Engage the core. Inhale here. Then as you exhale, gently open the hands, plant the right palm behind you. And this time, we'll come onto the left foot and we're gonna step the right foot all the way back, opening left hand to sky, taking a twist. Inhale here. Exhale, come onto the outside edge of the left foot, and then we're going to turn toes towards the long side of the mat, coming into horizon pose, dropping hip, dropping hand. Inhale, straighten the front leg, lift left fingertips, reach for the short end of the mat. Exhale, lower horizon. One more time. Extend and reach, lift the hips, and then exhale, horizon pose. Circle the left hand forward and pivot back into a lunge. Plant the palms on the inside of the left foot. From here, we will go ahead and rock our weight forward onto the left leg and then pull the palms into chest. Warrior 3, inhale here. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale right away, set the shin down and we'll cross right elbow over, finding a twist. Looking over the left shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale to look forward and we'll come up onto that left foot, lengthening out the arms, warrior 3. And then exhale, setting the toes down, coming into a warrior 2. Lengthen through the hands. Exhale, one time to sit into goddess squat, palms come to touch. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Then as you exhale, we'll drop the left hand to the inside of the foot, reach right fingertips high, just for a second before dropping behind back body and wrapping around, finding the bind. Now we're gonna try for a bird of paradise here. So what we'll do is keeping the bind of the hands, maybe you're using a strap, that's awesome. We'll bend the right knee and then take a couple hops towards the left foot. Come onto the ball of the left foot. I'll face you. But you stay facing however feels good. Come onto the ball of the left foot and then we'll pull the knee up and in towards chest. And lift the chest, lift the gaze. Good work. Now maybe it feels good to kick through the left foot, extending it nice and long. Or maybe not. Find your option. Then when you're ready, we'll gently exhale the foot to the floor. Keep the bind of the legs and hop the right foot all the way back to warrior 2. Undo the bind, walk the hands out, 45-degree angle, melt the heart. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Walk the hands to frame out the left foot and then lift toes towards sky, 3-legged dog. Flow through your vinyasa, maybe keeping the leg lifted. Exhaling to chaturanga. Inhaling to straighten the arms, little back bend. And exhaling, downward facing. Good work. Last time this sequence. Let's inhale. Take the gaze forward, and then as you exhale, lower the knees towards floor. Inhale, let's sweep the left toes high. Exhale, bend them and kick out to the left side of the mat. Tap the toes down. And then all the way up and over, tap the toes to the right side. Bend the knees, and we'll set the hips back into that cow face pose. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And as you exhale this time, left arm crosses over right, and we take those eagle arm posture. Sending elbows away from body, deepening the breath. Slow it down, grounding. You got it, you're doing great. Inhale here. As you exhale, gently release the palms. Left hand is going to set next to the left hip, and we're going to spin all the way around onto right foot. This time, stepping left foot all the way back so we land in a lunge. Reach right arm high, twist. Inhale. Then as you exhale, spin onto the edge of the right foot and the back foot coming into horizon pose. Toes point towards the long side of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower. Nice big hip opener. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, lower. And then let's spiral back towards our lunge. And we'll inhale, send our weight forward, coming up into a warrior three. Palms can be at heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, bend both knees. Tap the calf, Shiva squat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Shiva. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, tap that shim down, and we're going to take the left elbow up and over, hooking the right knee and finding a twist. Next inhale carries gaze forward. And as you exhale, we'll rock our weight forward. Send the arms long, warrior three pose, nice and strong. Exhaling, tapping back, toes down. Opening up to warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, settle into goddess squat. Just a moment. Feeling strong, feeling powerful, maybe a little pulse. And then opening back up to warrior two. Lengthen the arms out long, and then lower right hand to floor, left fingertips towards sky, open the heart. Then let's hook the elbow under and shoulder underneath the right knee and drop the left hand behind, interlacing the fingers. And we'll take that bend in the left leg so we can hop our left foot forward, meeting the right. Come onto the ball of the right foot. And then we'll inhale, pulling the knee up and in towards chest. Find stability, find a spot on the wall you can stare at. And maybe you stay here, or maybe we extend through that right leg. Bird of paradise. You got it. Then as you exhale, gently come out the way you came, lowering toes toward floor and stepping the right foot back. Undo the interlace of the fingers, walk the hands 45 degrees, melt the heart. Good job. Walk the hands back, frame out the foot, and lift the toes to the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, move through your final vinyasa. Inhaling, lifting heart high. And exhaling, downward facing dog. 2 rounds of deep breath here. Press the floor away. And with your next exhale, let's lower knees as wide as the mat. Bring the big toes together. Settle into a child's pose. Inhale, send the gaze forward. And we'll walk the hands back slightly. Open the right fingertips up as far as they can go. Big twist. And then we'll exhale, shoot it under the left arm. And lower right ear to the floor. Taking a nice shoulder stretch. Cooling down our practice. Next inhale opens right hand all the way back to the sky. As you exhale, plants on the floor next to left. Inhale, open left arm to sky. And then as you exhale, scoop it underneath the right armpit, left ear lowers. Send the hips back. Allow the heart to be soft, the face to be soft. Then press into right hand and open left fingertips once more to the sky. Then as you exhale, plant the left fingertips down, and we'll round through the back body, rolling forward, coming onto the belly, and sending the legs long behind. Since we're nice and warmed up here, let's pull the heels in towards glutes and see if we can grab hold of the outside edges of the ankles. Now this might be enough. Maybe you want to strap here. I don't know. Roll the shoulders onto the back body, and as you inhale, we'll lift the chest and kick the feet into the hands, taking a bow pose. Maybe you play with flexing and pointing the feet. See what feels good. And then gently lower. Releasing, rocking the hips side to side. And let's press ourselves up and we'll roll onto the back body. Doesn't have to be graceful. Just get yourself there. Let's pull the right knee in towards chest. Lengthen the leg out long, and maybe you grab hold behind the thigh, the calf, 2 fingers around the big toe, or maybe both hands around the foot. I'm taking a little reclined split here. And then as you exhale, guide the right foot to the left side of the body. Send the right hand long, taking a twist. Gently lift the leg back towards center. As you exhale, bend into the knee, roll the ankle out a couple times before sending the right leg long. Bring the left knee in towards chest, and let's extend the foot towards the sky. Maybe you grab hold behind the thigh, the calf, the foot, whatever feels good. Kicking through the heel nice and strong. And then taking right hand to outside edge of the left leg, opening left arm to a T, and gently guiding the right foot or the left foot over to the right side of the body. Nice, yummy twist. And then inhaling the foot back through center. And then bending into the knee, taking a couple circles with the ankle. And then maybe here, you pull both knees in and flex the feet towards the sky, dropping knees on the outside of the rib cage, taking a happy baby. Maybe that feels good to you, or maybe you want a plow pose or something else. You know what your body's craving, go for it. If you're in happy baby, maybe you extend one leg straight and then the other. Maybe both, who knows what will happen. You're just feeling good in your body. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, let's bring the bottoms of the feet together. And maybe all together we'll meet in a butterfly pose, reclined butterfly pose. So sending the knees away from you, opening the hip joint. And then pressing the feet away from you so it also pulls on the shoulders and gives you a little bit of opening and stretch there. And then gently release the feet. Maybe the bottoms of the feet stay together as the feet meet the floor, and you take a shavasana in that butterfly pose, or maybe you extend the feet long and as wide as the mat. Wherever you are, let's close down the eyes. Take up some space with the arms. Move them a little bit further away from the body. Just as a reminder that you deserve space. You deserve everything, really. And so does everybody else. So we should all treat each other with some love and compassion. I hope that's what we take from the way that we learn to treat our bodies here, is that we can treat ourselves with love and compassion. We can challenge ourselves. And then we can continue to do that when we move beyond the mat. Maybe your next exhale grounds you a little deeper into the floor. You feel the back body get heavy. You feel the face relax. The jaw softens. Maybe you listen to the sounds in your space, truly noticing the hum of electronics, the sound of birds, maybe the street or the wind. Just notice. Really pay attention. There's so much that happens in our lives that often the little things get overlooked. But it's little things, little sounds, little moments, little memories that make up our whole life. So if we can stop and pay attention to them, we extend our awareness of this very limited time that we are granted here on earth. As always, I encourage you to remain here as long as feels good. But if you're ready, gently wiggle fingers and toes. Drop the head side to side. Give the wrists a little love. If the knees have laid open, maybe you gently guide them back together using the hands. And we'll roll over onto one side, pulling knees in towards chest, cradling the head in the arms. And then gently pressing back up to a seated position. That Sukhasana, that easy pose, that space where we begin our practice. Eyes can stay closed. And then maybe palms come to touch at heart center. Sharing a moment of gratitude for sharing this space and this time. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.